Hello everybody, thank you for watching my channel. This time I have received a lot of questions from viewers, so I could answer, I hope, and more questions is very welcome, so I would like to answer for all the questions. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Teshima, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, nice to meet
long
you,
time
Joe.
no see.
Yes.
How have you been? How's the past, let's say, 3-4 months? How have you been?
So when did we meet last time? Do you remember? 3 months ago?
Perhaps maybe January?
January.
Yeah.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Oh my God, time
Time
flies.
flies, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, my business is going well right now.
Perfect.
So we keep hiring the people because we lost the people like 3 years ago.
Right.
And then we are, I don't know, we have like 58 people right now. It's almost reaching to the 60 people. And wow, I didn't know that. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's good.
so right now everyone's like get together and then try to achieve the goal like with everybody, which is good. Like I feel like I'm making a great team.
Nice.
Yeah, means like, I have been working.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good. So you're essentially like rebuilding still, and things are going well, and
Yes.
progressing well,
Yes.
which that's perfect.
Building the team is very important to achieve the goal. Yeah, it's because we are challenging to achieve like a higher level. Yeah, and then implementing like a new system as well.
Interesting. What type of new system are you referring to?
AI.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, which we've talked a little bit about last time. So.
Yes,
Nice,
yes.
perfect. Anything outside of work that you've been kind of doing, or I guess the cherry blossoms kind of just bloomed. Did you have a chance to see any cherry blossoms this year?
We have a cherry blossom tree in my company.
Nice.
2 of them.
Okay.
And every year, I take a picture of the cherry blossom and then upload to the Facebook.
Nice.
And then this is the biggest thing. My Facebook account, it just came back. Means like I can access to the Facebook and I can upload the company's growth.
Nice.
And every time at this season, I'm going to take a picture. I take a picture of the cherry blossoms, and then hey, this is that our cherry blossom, and congratulations for the anniversary.
Nice.
And then as it is, we have to grow like this cherry blossom.
Right.
That's my post
Nice.
every year.
Nice. So it's a nice symbol, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice. Perfect.
It's this year the cherry blossom is very beautiful, and then they are like blooming last longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe because of the weather, a little bit before was kind of all over the place, so maybe that extended the bloom period. I'm not sure how it works. But
Yeah. Have you seen a cherry blossom this year?
Yeah, near my place, there's a nice little water creek. Yeah, beautiful. I don't like to go to overcrowded places like Nakameguro, so I prefer something more secluded, which is nice. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Perfect.
Yeah, the famous place for the cherry blossom is the Sumida River, but must have been very, very clouded.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Nice. So today's format will be a little bit different from our previous videos.
Okay.
We're going to be essentially going over presenting questions submitted by our viewers.
oh, okay.
So people have had questions they wanted to ask you. So today we're going to look at more as to what other people think, what other people want to ask you about work, about business, about being a leader. Stuff
Okay.
Like that. Okay.
Okay.
So our first theme is financial literacy. It seems that in Japan, compared to the West, let's say specifically North America, it seems that the younger generation, maybe like high school and university, don't look at business and economics as a route in terms of studies or pursuing studies, whereas the West they do. In high school, we have business class. I have a lot of friends who went into economics afterwards, or business, or both. Do you believe that this is something that Japan should start looking more into in terms of maybe building more leaders for the future? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the financial literacy, it's a very, very challenging issue for Japanese not only the student, Japanese people, I would say, like including the business people. And recently, I've heard that the financial class for the kids, like for the elementary school, just started from the like a bigger financial company, which is very good.
Yeah.
And actually, the high school student I know started like a playing with this friend.
Okay.
Shacho gokko means like a playing like a president.
I see.
So if you are the president, how would you act? Like, using this like $100 or so.
I see.
It's a, good playing.
Yeah, some sort of role play to kind of get
Yes,
them engaged.
exactly. Well, a long time ago though.
Yeah.
And then that, as you said, like this is very mandatory and this is very urgent issue like that Japanese people have to face.
Yeah.
And then take action.
Yeah.
And recently, the Japanese government just issued a NISA, which is like a Nippon IPIS saving account.
Yeah.
Individual saving account, right?
Yeah.
That's called NISA, right? So a lot of people like who haven't done any investment, just started investment, but it's a challenging, like because you don't want to lose money, but they have to accumulate that money for the retirement. They really have to like how is the money monetize the things, right?
Exactly.
It's very important issue for everybody.
I agree.
So
But
it's good.
I think it is something that will be good moving forward because if we just look at the population ratio, maybe trying to help the older population with this is kind of over.
No.
It's rather better focus on the smaller and younger
Yes.
population and
Yes.
kind of see if that will help Japan for
Exactly.
the future.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Next question, which actually we kind of touched based on. So what do you think it's important for young people to study business and finance? Do you believe that if young people were to study or to take business and finance a bit more serious in Japan, that they would be more willing to venture overseas and start maybe a business overseas rather than just working in Japan? What would you?
Oh, of course, they have to go out.
Yeah.
Like no. If you are looking for like making the money things, they definitely have to go out and then look at the world, other than Japan.
Right.
If you are they are trying to do the business with it domestically, maybe they can analyze that more domestic information.
Right.
However, the population is kind of shrinking in Japan, so that's why it is better to go out and then what kind of services are good to start a business for the younger generation.
Right.
Yeah, but in the future, I really think the Z generation, right? They are looking for more like the happiness rather than making money. Making money is very important, yes, of course.
Right.
But not only making money is not only the aspect to make them happy.
Right.
So you have to have a relationship with the people, and then you have to have the lover, the someone to love.
Yeah.
So the money, kind of that part of it, but not only making money.
But not the number one essential kind
exactly,
of.
yeah.
Which is good, I think.
Yeah. So 70 years ago, right after the war, because everyone want to make money,
Right.
and then we are matured already. So that's why in the future, maybe we have to look for the other aspect to make us happy.
I see. So, what would you say? Because things usually go into like cycles. So if you had mentioned post-war was when people were all like, head on, let's start really grinding and working, and the economy really boomed up to the 70s and 80s Showa era.
Yep.
What do you think it would take for the future in Japan to kind of have that spark again? Is there something that you think that could initiate that? It's kind of tough, right? Like it's like the golden dollar question. How do you? Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah. It's something that I wonder sometimes because, I feel like compared to a lot of people talk about 40 years ago, 30 years ago, things were at their peak. But how do we get that back within Japanese society?
You don't want to go back, right? We're gonna just moving forward.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
But with the same impact maybe of how things were in the past.
Yeah.
Perhaps,
I think the interaction with the people
Yeah.
is the very the important aspect to spend your life.
Right.
Yeah, so joining a community and then talking. I might have talked like at this channel before.
Yeah.
I focus on the education system,
Yeah.
and the education system is mandatory to be shifted. I would say not changing, shifted to the future version, which is like YouTube, and
Yeah.
AI,
Yeah.
all the IT technology is coming up, right? So the system, current education system will be moving forward to the different style. That's what I'm mostly looking forward. So the education business will be like a more important and a more mandatory, like everyone can join to improve.
Right.
Yeah, and then each curriculum have to be personalized. That's the like a most mandatory issue, I think.
I see. Yeah. Do you think AI would be pivotal in terms of making it personalized? Most likely.
Most likely,
Right,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think so. I mean, now everyone know AI.
Right.
But now, I mean, what is the next? Like we have to utilize the AI
Yep.
to improve our the work, our process, whatever.
Capabilities,
Yeah. It's not like something like to be afraid, and we're gonna utilize it.
Right.
So I'm very looking forward to utilize the AI to improve my working process. It's very convenient.
Yeah, saves time, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
much.
Nice. Perfect.
And
Thank
it could be friend.
Yeah, it could be. Interesting.
I use Gemini or Gemini,
Yeah,
whatever, like in my daily life.
Yeah.
And then I ask Gemini for everything.
Interesting.
Rather than asking to my mother,
Yeah.
as she can have like an all-down answer.
Yeah. Interesting. I haven't used it personally, but I'd be interested in kind of seeing what they would reply with. Nice.
Yes, because my question is very general, and in that case, I'm going to ask Gemini rather than asking my mother.
Right. Interesting. Nice.
Yes.
Perfect.